The Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Daft Hour.
Welcome to the Daft Hour. This is what happens when Morgan isn't here. So, okay, what is that thing called?
Like a thunder machine. It's got like a really long spring on it and then a hollow middle bit.
Yeah.
And like a plastic sort of top which causes the vibrations to get loud. Obviously the more you shake it, the louder it gets.
Okay, welcome to show 8 of the Daft Hour. With me, the artist formerly known as...
And I'm Elvis Herod.
He is. So we're without Morgan, because Morgan this week has been called into work as an international spy, hasn't he?
He has indeed. I would like to say, for the rest of the show, it would be nice if we could refer to him as the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who is actually really rather good.
The brilliant, fantastic... Sorry, say it again.
The brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic,
Right.
who is actually really rather good.
Brilliant, fantastic, Morgan Fantastic.
Yeah.
Morgan Fantastic. That really is good.
Who is actually really rather
good. Right, so that's how we have to refer to him.
Yes, the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who was actually really rather good.
Yeah, okay, I'm never going to mention him again in the show.
No, me neither.
That's
He's
far
a
too
cunt
much,
anyway.
isn't it?
He's a cunt.
He's a cunt and he's not even here and he's hogging this show already.
Well, do you know what? That's something I wrote down on my notes.
What, that he's hogging the show?
It says, I can, I'll just hold it up. I know the listeners can't.
Yes, but the listeners have imaginations. They can imagine.
Can you? Oh, where is it?
Where is it? What have you wrote?
There.
Herod must laugh less.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, I put.
That's out blurry and
the others.
And the others. So we all need to laugh less. Why?
Oh, see, I've ruined it already.
What?
I was listening to a previous show.
Right.
The last show. In fact.
Yeah. And do we just laugh a lot?
No, well, I suppose we do occasionally. It's not that much. It's not like, oh god, too much laughing. I found that I do it too much. I should stop laughing so much after I make a really crap joke.
That's the best time to laugh because nobody else is.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it makes it more embarrassing, doesn't it? If I laugh.
It's filling the dead air that is there when we make bad jokes.
Which I'm still trying to get this show renamed as.
What?
Dead Air.
Dead air. Oh, I thought you said making bad jokes.
Making bad jokes.
So yeah, Morgan. Oh, sorry. Brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who is actually really rather good.
Good.
Is he's not off being an international spy. He's off repainting all the moss green.
Oh, right.
It's his job. He's the moss king.
Oh, no, you see, I thought he was out writing willies in playgrounds.
So when he said he was writing willies, was he paraphrasing? And did someone, rather than drawing willies, write the word willies? Because that's the best graffiti ever, isn't it?
I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
So rather than doing a cock and balls, he actually wrote the word willies.
Willies. Yeah.
So he's not doing that either, is he?
No, I don't think so.
No. He's actually collecting bottle caps to make a map of the world.
Yeah.
but not like beer bottle caps. He's looking for milk bottle caps like you used to have on your milk bottles that got delivered
That's
by
right, yeah, like the
the
foil
milkman.
ones.
Yeah, you'd
Yes.
get very occasionally you'd have a gold one, which was a rare treat. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And then you had obviously the silver, which is your standard. Did you have a
Yeah.
red one, which was probably your semi-skimmed,
Right.
red
yeah.
and silver? And then you
Yeah.
had
The blue.
blue. What was blue?
Was the blue the full cream one?
Oh, I don't know.
Or am I getting that confused because the blue one
Oh, it's the modern day.
is the modern day one, perhaps? That's,
Maybe, yeah. I accidentally picked a red one the other day instead of a green one,
Yeah.
which is just water in it, skimmed milk.
We could do the moo tricks where you have to drink the blue
the
milk.
red milk
The
or the
red
blue milk. We did a Matrix remake spoof called The Fake Tricks years ago.
That's right.
When I first met you, and we did feature a cow in that. I think we took that big stuffed cow that I won.
It was a big stuffed cow that got molested by a drunk man.
Yeah, was that in The Fake Tricks or was that another
Yeah.
film?
It was.
Right, that film
Yeah.
is available nowhere
Yeah.
because it's. I think we've got it on VHS somewhere.
It does exist on VHS. I am aware that it still is in the possession of somebody.
Right.
know.
We'll find it.
We'll get it. Yeah.
I think doesn't Dylan, our old co-host, does he not have a collection, or is it our music he has?
I think he has our music. Yeah.
He has more music than us, which is really weird.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually had him send me, music from like when we started to make music together, as well as when I'd sort of first started to try and put stuff together on Cubase when I was about 16 or 17, perhaps.
Wow.
Probably about 17, yeah. So like really old stuff, which some of it I've used and sort of used as background bits in recent stuff that I've made.
That's
just
pretty
to sort
cool.
of use it, you know.
I loved Cubase. I remember the first time I used that. I'm not as musically talented as you, but I remember the first time I used it, I would connect it to a keyboard via the MIDI cable, and all the sounds come from the keyboard
Yes.
rather than from the PC,
Yeah.
which is amazing. And track 10 was always drums.
Yeah.
Bit of MIDI nostalgia there for you.
You had a bit of MIDI. Which it's not so much the Daft Hour. We're just going to have a bit of like tech and MIDI nostalgia.
So yeah, Morgan is. I've got to be truthful now. He's at his job.
Oh, the brilliant, fantastic Morgan,
Sorry.
fantastic, who is actually really rather good.
Yeah, he's at his job. He's not making maps. He's not painting moss. He's not an international spy. He is inspecting keyboards for the letter Q.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, that's his job. So I don't know if you know this. When a keyboard leaves the factory, they don't always put the Q in there. It's a bit of an in joke. I don't know what the joke is. A bit of an in joke in keyboard.
So like
factories.
join the queue? Is it something
Maybe.
like that, like
I don't know quite what it is. So a few of the keyboard companies like Microsoft, Logitech, and others.
Yamaha.
Yeah. No, sorry. Type keyboards.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all
Jean-Michel Yamaha.
they all club together to hire someone who could make sure all the cues are there.
Yeah.
And that's what the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who
He's actually
really
rather good.
Rather good. That's his job now.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I thought he just appreciated corrugated iron.
Oh no, he proper loves. I wouldn't say appreciate. He proper loves corrugated
Proper
iron.
loves corrugated iron.
Proper loves
Is that
it.
a hobby then? Rather
No,
than
it's beyond a hobby.
Right.
Well, it is a hobby, but it's beyond a hobby.
Yeah.
As in, like, oh, that's beyond a joke.
Yeah.
He loves corrugated. It's not just metal, like like the corrugated tin roofs is what you normally expect. He quite likes the polycarbonate. Polycarbonate. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to say, and I did it.
Yeah.
He loves that kind of corrugated roofing.
Yes. Is it just that anything in that kind of shape, that kind of up down?
Yeah,
triangular sort of like Toblerones. Would he be interested?
I
in
think
anything?
if you lined a few Toblerones up, I think he doesn't like it so much linear. He quite likes a bit of depth to
Ah,
it. So if it was
bit
just
of
a
skew
line,
with-
yeah, he's not so keen. But put a few of them together, and you've got like a sheet of Toblerone.
Yes.
He's your man. That's what.
Yeah.
It's not what he's been doing as a job. That's what he's been doing as a hobby.
Hobby. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why he's not here with us. He's busy
Yeah.
doing one of or some of the things we've talked about.
I feel it was nice that we could have talked about the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic. It was actually really rather good. Excuse me. I had a little. Had a bit of frog here. Apologies.
It's
Just
okay.
have a little sip.
What is your wine?
I bought. Do you know what? I bought it. In all honesty.
What, instead of stealing it like you normally do?
Yeah, that's it. I bought it. In all honesty.
Where's that shop? Is that just next to Sainsbury's?
Yes. Just round the back in the bins.
In all honesty, round the back.
It's a Shiraz from South Africa. I bought it to put in my dinner.
In your dinner? What was your
Yeah.
dinner?
A
glass of wine.
No, I made some chili.
Nice.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Good.
Quite pleased with it.
I'm happy for you. What have you
Well-
been up to?
Well,
Apart from-
I mean, I can't really remember because I'm on drugs
Ah.
and I'm very drunk.
Yeah.
Because it is Wild Camping Tuesdays.
It is. And as we all know, we all take drugs and get drunk on Wild Camping
That's correct.
Tuesdays.
I'm actually making a callback to the last show.
Where I've been wild camping.
Yeah, but there was some mention of me doing Wild Camping Tuesdays, and yeah, you said that's when I take drugs and get drunk.
I must have been on drugs because I can't
I think
remember
you
that.
were, and now I've taken drugs and I got very drunk.
Right.
To make a joke, and now it's really fallen flat.
Yeah. Like you have on your face.
Can you see the blood?
Yeah, it's oh no, you've spilt the wine.
I was going to say it's caked on, but that might just be cake.
Is that the one that makes time go a bit weird?
Yes, cake that makes time go weird.
I
tried
cake.
to feed it to the bath earlier on, and it
you
all went
don't
bloody,
feed
it all went
cake to the
bloody
bath.
pear-shaped, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's that I've got one piece of advice for our listener.
The slice of advice.
A slice of advice.
A slice of advice from the artist formerly known as.
Yeah, that's this section. A slice of advice from the artist formerly known as. Just don't feed cake to that bath.
To that bath, yes.
Like,
Yeah.
not that one. There are other baths are available. Swim pools, fine. Little paddling pools, fine. Big puddles, lakes, seas, oceans, any other water holding.
Sarah the Water.
Sarah the Water. You can
yeah.
feed cake to all those. Don't feed cake to that bath. Okay?
Yeah.
We'll come back with that section another time, I think.
Yeah, don't feed cake to that bath. It's an interesting section that nobody understands. Probably not even us.
Not even us, especially when I come to like edit this. I'll be like, what the deuce?
So, have you been up to anything interesting at all?
I
That's formerly known as.
I think I've told you about this hobby before. I
Right.
collect blue tack.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. So what I
Yeah.
do is I go around offices and
Yeah.
classrooms and people's homes, and I will collect blue tack.
Right.
The bits that's not the important bits, not the bits that are keeping up people's paperwork or anything. The bits that are left on the wall
Yes.
or unattended in a drawer.
Yeah.
I'll collect it
Yeah,
all.
like the sort of blue tack that sometimes you need to take off the wall and you need to give it a good old
Good
rub
old rubbing
between
to
the
get,
palms.
yeah,
To
warm it
warm
back
it
up.
up and bring it back to blue tack life.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I collect all of that stuff, but I'll keep it in its. I mean, this sounds terrible. I'll keep it in its color group.
Right.
So I'll keep blue.
Segregate your blue tack.
Yeah, I'm regretting starting this one. Keep the blue with the blue, and then there's the white tack, and then there's the pink one. Because I used to mix them, and it just went this kind of weird grey colour. And I've discovered I like the blue, the pink, and the white.
And that's why races shouldn't mix, don't you think?
Stop making stuff I have to cut.
It's not something I meant. I was trying to imply that you're a bloody blue tack racist. Or you're like
it's coming across that way. So I collect blue tack, and I make little models out of the blue tack,
right?
And then I animate them, like frame by frame. What do they call it? Stop motion animation.
Oh yeah.
And the stop motion animation is a tutorial on how to
take over other countries.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's true.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you've watched them. You are my subscriber.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. And I've finished a whole series of movies about taking over other countries with my stop motion animation blue tack skills. And then I've deleted them.
Right.
I did it for me. It wasn't for anybody else.
One might say it was your hobby.
Perhaps it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I've mainly done this week. That and like brushing aluminium.
Do you ask it where it wants to go on its holidays when you do it?
When I ask, that's. It's like you're leading me in my made-up ramblings here.
I'm like Oprah.
You are. You're just like Oprah, giving away cars and holidays.
Oh, yes.
And other people's possessions.
Yes, that's right. I do all of that.
That's what you do.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I'm a damn good interviewing person.
You are. Interview me.
Okay. Question number 1.
Yeah.
This morning, I was saying hello to a cat. I said, "Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo." What did I say next? Is it A, "You're a girl, aren't you"? B, "I hope you die today"? C, "Fuck off, Peter"? D, "You are my little mush cushion"?
Right.
E, all of the above? Or F, C?
Okay, could you give me them
as I would say it,
as you would say it? So the full lead
absolutely.
up, and the
right.
The
so
actual...
I'll go with the bit that leads up to it. So
yeah. I want that every time.
Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo. You're a girl, aren't you? I hope you die today.
No. Can I have the lead up on?
Every time. Yeah,
yes,
sure.
Please,
of course.
It's the only way.
Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo. I hope you die today. Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo. Fuck off, Peter. Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo. You're my little mush cushion. Who's a good boy? Look at you, you strapping young boyo. You're a girl, aren't you? I hope you die today. Fuck off, Peter. You're my little mush cushion. Oh, sorry. It's who's a good boy? Look at you, strapping young boyo. Fuck off, Peter.
Right, okay.
Because F was C.
Yeah, F was C, F and C. I think I'm going to go with F.
You're correct.
Yes.
Yeah, it was that or C,
Yeah. Because I've witnessed such activities to cats. So, do I get a point?
You definitely do get a point, and I'm going to write it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird pen.
It was a very strange fact. I don't know where my pen's gone, actually.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Okay, 1 point.
1 point
1 point to you.
to you. Okay. Any more questions for me?
Oh, yeah, I have some more.
Brilliant.
Here's a question for you. Should all pirated films be rated R?
R.
True or false?
Should all pirate films be rated R?
True or false?
True or false?
What's the answer?
True. All
Yes,
pirated films should be rated R.
Yes, so it is true or yes. The answer is true or yes.
True or yes. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Should dogs be allowed? That's another question.
Should dogs be?
Should dogs be allowed?
Should dogs to do, or just should dogs be allowed?
Should dogs be allowed?
Well, that is a deeper question that I think we should maybe ponder another time. When
Yes, let's keep it in mind.
Let's keep that one in mind. So, what's that? Should dogs be allowed?
Should dogs be allowed?
Right, I'm gonna. Should dogs be allowed? Oh, that's deep. How deep is your dog?
Right, I've got like a double question for you.
Okay.
This is actually, I said I'd listened to the last episode of the Daft Hour, and I wrote a few things down.
Have you made some notes?
I made a few little notes.
Oh,
but I've got some questions about last week's show just to see if you really care. Which we have established in previous shows that you don't.
No.
But I thought it might be fun, you know.
It might be. Is it? Do I care or do I remember? Because
that's
either
it,
way,
yes,
the answer
true.
is no.
Yes.
But let's try it anyway.
Do you care or do you remember? No. That's what this should be called. This segment. Right. So in the last episode, is it true or false that the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who was actually really rather good, said the porn squeals come out, or the porn squeals came out? Sorry.
Now, was he referring to his neighbour? No, to someone being overheard watching porn. Yes, he said it.
Yeah. Yes, it's true.
Yes.
True or false, your response was, the guy I work with was on the bus.
That was my full, unedited, unabridged response.
Yeah, true. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Now I know how politicians feel.
Exactly. You just take things out of context so easily. Like, for example, what's the weirdest device that the artist formerly known as keeps by his bed? What was your response to that? Do you remember?
I don't.
It was Matt Hancock's fingers.
Okay. Yeah.
But then you gave a real answer. But let's just remember that the question was, what's the weirdest device that you keep beside your bed? And yours was phone chargers. That's as weird as I get, guys.
That is as odd as I am.
Yeah.
So that's really strange. I only edited that show about 3 days ago, and I can't remember it.
Yeah.
And we only recorded it last week.
It's amazing how much bile can spew from one's mouth during a short time. And then when you listen back to it, you're like, God, I can't even remember that was discussed. It just sort of happens sometimes, doesn't it? That's the way I feel anyway. I don't know whether you were just making a joke and I was being serious. I don't remember anything I said at all last week.
That nothing was said.
No.
We uttered it with our eyelashes. I don't know. This is turning into. I remember a pre-recording we did for the radio before called The Concept. where we just absolutely messed with
Yes.
it.
Yes, it became something that completely wasn't this concept, I suppose. This setting, this vibe. It was like supposed to be this kind of almost pretentious avant-garde sort of thing, wasn't it? Something to that effect.
Yeah, I think we need to redo that. Do you have any news?
I don't think I do.
Okay, there is no news. Nothing has happened this week. Not a thing, not a jot.
No,
there is no news.
Good.
Don't worry about it. Everything's good. That's what it means, isn't it? If there's no news, everything is good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make some. I'll make up a headline, and you can tell me the story.
Okay.
Man finds face in potato and then bakes it.
Yes, this is true. A man called Richard Snott from Billingham. He was rummaging through a sack of potatoes in his back garden, and he found this one that had like a face. It had like a proper nose, ears. It even had eyelashes. It looked, it was an actual face as far as anyone should be concerned. And he got really excited. He thought, I'm going to have to show my friends, and he forgot about it, and he just baked it instead.
So he got super excited.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to show my friends.
Probably got distracted by a cat, and then he just baked the potato.
Can you hear a cat meow?
I can hear the cat. Yeah, it's not in your. Oh no, you can't hear it because you can't hear your own microphone, can you?
No, but I can hear the cat. It's staring at me right now.
Right.
The weird thing is, I don't have a cat.
This is the odd thing. It keeps happening to you, doesn't it?
Can you stop doing that, please? I'm doing the Daft Hour.
Yeah. What is the cat that you don't own doing? Is it licking its bits?
Just looking at me.
Because it loves you.
Can you go away, please, Peter?
Is Peter a girl?
It's not really a name.
Right.
And yes, she is a girl.
What is Peter's real name?
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Yeah.
As in a bonsai tree.
Bonsai Gary. Sorry, yes, it's Bonsai Gary.
Peter's real name is Bonsai Gary.
Bonsai Gary.
So,
that's right, isn't it, Bonsai Gary?
Welcome to the Daft Hour, Bonsai Gary.
Say hello.
Does Bonsai Gary have any news headlines?
Say something. Say something. Oh, you rubbish. Oh, look. She's entangled in the wires now.
Oh, no.
Maybe if I just pull that wire tight.
No, don't hang Bonsai Gary.
Oh.
Okay, give me my headline then.
Right. My headline is Ray Winstone is making a documentary about bad scenes that were left on the cutting room floor of gritty London dramas, and it's called Leave It Out.
So yes,
the director's can't.
Movie and TV star Ray Winstone, in the style of what like Danny Dyer does, he's done some documentaries, and obviously, yeah, as you just mentioned in the headline there, he is doing a whole series on the bits that are taken out of, was it gangster movies? You say,
yeah, like
London,
the
gritty London movies. Called Leave It Out, you cunt. And what it literally is, yeah, it's all the stuff that was deemed not good enough or not necessary or a bit too violent or over the top stuff from these gangster movies. And what they're actually going to do, what it doesn't explain, they are going to re-edit all of these clips into one single movie. And you're going to have some kind of massive, great mashup of
all the bad bits.
Of all the bad bits, which I think is just most of those movies anyway, isn't it? That's a lie. I quite enjoy some of those those movies. They were definitely of the time, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I suppose the film Scum has come up recently a few times. That was pretty gritty.
I don't think I've seen Scum.
Well, that left me with quite a nasty feeling in my gut. I think I've only seen it maybe 2 times. But I do remember being at college with a girl, maybe not say her name, but she told us during dinner one time, during a break, that her grandmother made her and the family watch the film Scum on Christmas Day.
So,
Which
for those who
I find
haven't
hilarious.
seen the movie, like myself, give us a gist of what that is.
Well, it's basically set in it. Ray Winston, I think, was he only 16 or something at the time? I think he was only
Really?
very, very young, yeah.
Wow.
But he's in like a borstal, and there's a lot of very violent things that happen. They sort of have a hierarchy where, like, I'm the daddy now, that sort of thing. You beat up the bigger guy, and there's a scene with pool balls in socks, and
That's where that's come from. Is it?
Pretty nasty scene in the greenhouse. Don't go in the greenhouse. It's horrible. It's a good film. Don't get me wrong, but I mean it's pretty hard hitting. I do have some nasty memories of that film. Seeing that film, I remember like watching it and just not feeling quite right for a while afterwards.
So old Nana Hubbard made her family watch it on Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Day. Did she know what was in it?
Apparently so. She liked the film, so I just like that. That Grandma loves Scum. It's a Christmas tradition. We don't open presents until we've seen Ray Winston batter some bastard.
Do you want your chocolate orange? Put it in a sock and smack it on your head.
Exactly, yeah. Violent Nana.
Violent Nana. We all have a violent Nana.
We do.
We do.
And if you don't have a violent Nana, then you are the violent
You
Nana.
are the violent Nana. Or we have some violent Nanas available to rent at a reasonable price. All you have to do is send a carrier pigeon full of old 5p pieces, which are about a little bit bigger than a 1p piece. You need to send a carrier pigeon full of them to my house with a note attached saying "Violent Nana needed," and we'll get one couriered to you immediately via donkey post.
Carrier pigeon donkey post.
Carrier pigeon donkey post. This is the way of the future. So when Jeff Jiff basically when he goes to the moon or wherever it is he's going, he's going to stop Amazon deliveries, so it's going to have to be carrier pigeon and donkey post.
There's something else from last week's show. Our socials at the end were also by carrier pigeon.
Were there?
CFAX.
CFAX. Yeah.
Or violin.
Well, you've got to keep up with the modern day socials.
This is the callback show.
From just last week. So if anyone is mad enough to be binge listening, you're gonna be like, yeah, I've just heard this nonsense. Give me some new nonsense.
Okay.
Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
Hiya, Brenda.
Could artist formerly?
Oh, yeah.
Could you describe your left foot in 2 words?
Oh, my left foot in 2 words. It is slightly hairy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And what about you, Morgan?
Okay, in lieu of brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who is actually really rather good, Brenda is going to answer the questions for him. So ask that question again. Sorry.
So I'll ask you. Yes, I'll ask you this one, the foot one. Could you describe your left foot in 2 words?
Right. So this is Brenda speaking for Morgan.
Bloody sexy.
Bloody sexy.
Right. Yeah, that's possibly what he would have said.
I reckon he would, wouldn't he? He'd say bloody sexy or attached. Attached. That's more than 2 words I was thinking of. I don't know what else you'd say. Bloody sexy. That's it. Brenda's got it right. We don't need
Thanks,
to.
Brenda.
Yeah.
I've got a true or false. Another call.
Bambi is my favorite.
Oh, Brenda.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. True or false?
True or false? Last week we came up with an idea called Derek Branning's Bum Pipes.
I don't think we did, so I'm saying false.
You're right.
True.
Oh, Brenda was wrong.
Oh, well, you were wrong. The brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who was actually really rather good, got that one wrong.
Silly boy.
What confectionery did you compare to cocaine?
Oh, it was Ferrero Rocher.
It was, and I mean, I think that's the answer because I forgot how to spell it, so I just wrote Geru Rocaille, and then I drew a little picture of one which just looks like a muffin.
Guru Rocaille is actually my Latin dance name.
Oh yes, of course it is. No wonder I said that then.
So when I go and do my Latin dancing, that's how I go by, and I wear all sequins.
Yes,
but only,
nothing else.
Oh, nothing else, and I only wear them on my nipples.
Oh yeah, nipples.
Because
Yeah,
that's the rudest part of a Latin
Latin dancer's body.
That's what I do when I Latin dance.
You like to Latin dance on very busy motorways, though, don't you?
Yeah, some people say it's dangerous. Some people say it's justice if I get hit. Some people say, "Wow, look at him with his nipples covered."
I mean, what's the people climbing mountains? It's a
silly,
rush.
isn't it?
It's a rush.
Oh right, yeah.
It's a sport. It's extreme. I mean, you actually did that one thing with Stomp. Do you remember when it was you and Stomp?
Oh,
right in the middle of that huge freeway in America.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was. How many did die?
All of them.
All right. Apart from
me, yeah. So Stomp, obviously that's why you don't hear from them anymore.
No.
And they were supported by the Blue Man Group.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, all became kind of road pizza.
Fuck.
And I was the only survivor because I did it on stilts. But I was also holding on to a hot air balloon made entirely out of pig skins and cars. The concept.
Oh, I've got an itchy head for a moment, if that's okay with you.
It's absolutely fine to have an itchy head. Do you know what it means?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Oh, so what an itchy head means is it means that your doppelganger has an itchy head.
I thought our doppelganger died 5 years ago.
He did, but he's got an itchy head. And some itches just don't go, not even with death.
Oh, crikey.
And he said our doppelganger. Do we have a joint doppelganger? Randy Winerib. Randy Winerib is our joint doppelganger, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a not so famous YouTuber.
No, it's been a while since he's done anything. He's a guy who does tutorial videos on the basics, really, isn't it?
Yes. Things on paint.
How to draw a square on paint and such. It's worth checking him out. Go on to YouTube and search for Randy Winerib, and you'll see a few videos from him, I believe.
Yeah. Where did he go? Didn't he go and do some work abroad?
Yeah, he went. Initially, it was to pick vegetables, fruit. Sorry, not vegetables. Like oranges, mangoes, bananas, some apples, kumquats, plums. I didn't do strawberries. He said he's not doing strawberries because strawberries is for suckers.
Yeah.
He went and done that for a little while, and then once he'd finished with all the fruit, he designed a new brick and then tied it to himself and threw himself in the sea.
Oh no, that's a tragic story. I'm sorry for laughing at that bit, really, because that's tragic.
Poor Randy.
It's sad tale. Oh, I'm laughing too much. Stop laughing. It's not funny.
What else is on your sheet of notes?
If you could change one thing about Kirstie Alley, what would it be?
Oh.
No, let me ask that again. It's not funny, that.
Okay.
If you could change one thing about Kirstie Alley, what would it be? Don't laugh, though. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I think it would be her availability.
You think so?
I would change that and make her more available.
That's good.
Yeah.
Effectively, you'd be getting her more work.
Yeah, no, it's important for Kirstie Alley to get more work.
Yeah. Do you think that's what she wants?
Before I go any further with this, is she alive?
Yes.
Right, okay, just before I start saying some stupid things. Yeah, no, I definitely...
Oh, yeah, she's alive, as far as I'm aware.
I'd like her to be available for more work. Nothing big, but nothing like... Nothing panto either. No disrespect to panto. I think it would be good if she was more available to do a bit more traditional filming work.
Do you think it would be safe to bring her back and say, like, Look Who's Talking, another installment of Look Who's Talking with John Travolting?
Oh, Look Who's Balking with John Travolting. Oh, no. I don't think I could handle that, I'll be honest with you.
No.
No.
I think you're right.
I think it would have to be something new. Or maybe a reboot, actually, of Look Who's Talking, where she plays the voice of a toaster.
Where it's a baby doing the voice of Kirstie Alley.
Now that is a cracking idea.
There's a film.
Let's get on to Hollywood. Nice. I'm just going to ring Hollywood. Ring.
Give them a call. Tell them. Can you ask them to send over a pizza as well?
Ring.
Oh, ring.
Hello. Hello. Is that Hollywood?
Yes.
So okay, brilliant. I'm really surprised I got through to Hollywood so quickly. Could you arrange it so Kirstie Alley...
This is about the Kirstie Alley thing, isn't it?
Oh, has somebody already asked?
Yes, we heard.
Oh, brilliant. So
is she definitely a yes?
So she's going to be in the new Look Who's Talking reboot?
Yes, I'm afraid it's going to be half.
Sorry, Hollywood, are you okay?
Sorry. I think I went under a tunnel there in my office.
Right, yeah, well, Hollywood is always on the move.
On the move, yes. Yeah. There's no business like this, you know.
There's not. So, business.
What was I saying?
Kirstie Alley, is she going to be in the
new... yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So she's available. Yes.
And she's available.
Brilliant. Who's going to be the baby?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is the voice of the baby, or Bruce Willis is the baby?
Bruce Willis is the baby that voices Kirstie Alley.
So Ali is playing herself, or a character, and Bruce Willis is voicing the baby that is playing the voice of Kirstie Alley.
There's a baby inside of Kirstie Alley's head, and it's voiced by Bruce Willis.
So it's an imagination baby, or is it a real...
It's your imagination baby.
It's my imagination baby.
It's your imagination baby.
Hollywood, this has been a revelation. Thank you. Could we stop giving Bruce Willis movies, though? After this
I
one.
have to go now, sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks
I've
for your
got
time,
another
Hollywood.
call coming through.
Okay, who's on the other line?
It's a secret. Bye.
Bye. Elvis, did you hear that conversation with Hollywood?
I heard some of it. It sounded really incoherent and stupid as fuck. I heard anyway.
It was incoherent. That was a name, I think. That was Hollywood's name, Incoherent. So yeah, Kirstie Alley is in the new Look Who's Talking, but the voice is Bruce Willis is voicing the baby. I don't know who the baby, or is he the baby with Bruce? I don't know. Bruce Willis is involved. There's a baby in Kirstie Alley's head. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm sorry. I just don't know really. I'm just trying to understand how it will work.
I don't know. I should
busy woman in New York City, but then when she goes to talk to people, it's Bruce Willis going
just received a message from Hollywood, and they updated me saying it's a bovine friendly version. It's called Look Who's Talking Cow. So Kirstie Alley's playing a cow, and a baby, so a calf, I'm guessing, is voiced by Bruce Willis.
Right, so we've got Look Who's Talking, Who's Talking
Cow,
and Look Who's Talking Moo.
Yeah, that's the follow-up. That's the sequel.
That's the next one, is it?
To the reboot. Yeah. And it's Kirstie Alley's a cow.
Right,
in real life, I'm sure she's delightful in real life, but she's playing a cow in
Right, but who does the voice of the cow? Is it Kirstie Alley's voice, or is Kirstie Alley playing the cow?
Kirstie Alley is playing the cow, and Bruce Willis is the baby calf voice of Kirstie Alley.
Right.
Is that clear?
Well, I mean, at least they're exploring new ideas in Hollywood these days. At least they're not just revamping. Oh. No, doesn't matter.
Yeah, around there. But they've added a cow element. That's new, isn't it?
Maybe that's what all reboots need from now on. I mean, what are the...
just the bovine remake.
Yeah, they're going to remake Halloween again, but it's not going to be Michael Myers. It's just going to be a cow.
Everything's just cow based.
You imagine that sort of little clip clop on the cement, like getting chased out the back of your house by a cow. Somehow made its way into your wardrobe and hid with a knife.
Would be scary. I think that'd be
quite
pretty
impressive.
Scary. And it's got an inside out Mike Myers. No, who was he in face?
Yeah, Mike Myers was Halloween.
Mike Myers. So it's wearing an inside out face of Mike Myers. Michael Myers.
Yes, Michael Myers, yeah.
So I'm getting confused now.
Yes, Michael Myers is the murderer, the killer in Halloween.
Isn't he a Hollywood
actor? He is also the name of the actor who plays Austin Powers in Shrek.
So Austin Powers is playing a cow.
Yeah. But you did also know the story about the mask that they used in Halloween.
Yeah, it was, what's his name, wasn't it?
It's a William Shatner mask.
William Shatner mask inside out, apparently. Is that true? Is it one of those?
It is, yeah.
Brilliant. I wonder if he tried to charge them.
Yeah. Or if he got to play Michael Myers. They should have just got him to play Michael Myers in a recent version of the film.
Well, they've done 2 new ones, haven't they?
Yeah, I think I bought one of them on DVD when I was shopping once. I just thought I'll buy that and watch it when I get home, just for something to watch.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, and I can't really remember what happened.
Well, that's next week's quiz then.
What happens in the Halloween films? I do like. You're not a fan of horror, are you, the artist?
I am not. I am a big scaredy cat. I don't like anything that has got any kind of too much suffering in it. It just doesn't do it for me.
No.
So
I can't say I'm fond of people suffering. That's certainly not like people in pain constantly. It's not very nice. But
no,
I think when it's ridiculous, when it's to a point where it's like just unbelievably silly. It's laughable almost, you know.
Well, that's how you've tried to get me past my dislike. You've tried to show me things like on
Yeah.
Hostel. There's a horrible
Oh
scene
yeah,
where he
no, that
puts
wasn't
out
very nice.
an eyeball, and there's
and that's just total shock.
yeah,
for
but you
the
showed
sake
me
of
that,
it,
and you were
but-
laughing, going, "Look, it's just mustard coming out." Of the eye."
Yeah.
It's not. It's meant to be eye juice, and it's horrible.
That's what it's supposed to represent.
I don't
And
like
I don't
it.
like it.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like what these people are pretending to do.
No, it's horrible. It makes me feel
No, yeah,
sick.
it is. It is horrible. You're right. It is
But
pretty nasty.
I'm relatively alone in my dislike of horror. Lots
Well,
of
I find a
people.
lot of people don't.
Okay.
It's strange. Yeah. I find. I think I may have said this before, but I find a very fine line, certainly within my interests, that lies between sort of comedy and horror. I really like that combination of the two, and I think that's why I kind of like films where people are in weird worlds or weird situations, and they're sort of confused and frightened, and it's, you know, everything's kind of alien to them. I like being put into that, you know, the Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe, I
Yeah.
suppose.
So you like the combination of what? Did you say comedy and horror?
Yeah, I like that. Like a good example, and a film that absolutely scared the bejesus out of me when I was only a wee lad. I watched it when I was only very young. It was An American Werewolf in London.
Right.
And I absolutely pooed my nappy. I wasn't in nappies at the time. Or was I? No, yeah, it did. It frightened the hell out of me. But the more I watched it, I would sort of watch it, but I remember for years I wouldn't watch it on my own. I couldn't. It was too frightening. It was too traumatic. There was just too many frightening things that happened, and it was really, really scary. But also very funny.
I have seen parts of that film.
Yeah, the older I got, and the more I watched it, the more I kind of got it and thought, oh wow, yeah, it's still, don't get me wrong, very, very scary.
I believe the wolf, the man turning to the werewolf, is still one of the better.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Transitions. Transitions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still done, even though the style was quite old because it was an old film. But yeah, it's not one I've seen fully. I've seen parts of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good film. It is funny and a bit daft, but also like he has these sort of nightmares of zombie Nazis coming and killing his family while they're watching the Muppets and things like that. So like this horrible, freaky dream sequences, which now are quite laughable. You know, you do kind of see the amusing side to it because it's so extreme and ridiculous. But yeah, that to me has kind of been a cornerstone of how I'd like to make a film one day, perhaps, you know, to sort of have that combination of humor and, you know, horror, I guess. It's good. I like it. I do enjoy a bit of horror.
Bit of horror.
Horror. Although a lot of modern horror, there's some good stuff occasionally, but I don't really see that much that really stands out for me to go, yeah, I need to be scared. I want something to really scare me.
So do you like jump scares?
Jump scares are a bit done to death,
Right.
really,
Okay.
aren't they?
What,
Although they can be effective.
do you prefer kind of a psychological? Holy
yeah,
crap.
sometimes that kind of thing. Sometimes, you know, supernatural kind of things are quite frightening.
So, would you say the original Saw 1, the originals, was that a horror?
Oh, I suppose somewhat, but it was more like it was more along the lines of sort of Seven.
Yes.
In a way.
Okay, so the original Saw I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it was a really good bit of filming.
A dark thriller, yeah.
The second one, it just went too far straight away.
Yeah.
Like, too much grossness, too much kind of...
But that's what they all become. They all become just money spinners, don't they, to make more... Oh, let's just see how more gross out we can make these contraptions that these people get trapped in, or they have to roll around in a shitload of syringes or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's sort of like, yeah, it's just making you go, oh, that would be horrible.
Put a laugh track to it, I reckon it'd be acceptable.
Then it would be okay. Yeah, then it'd be much better.
It'd be funnier. You'd get £250 from Jeremy Beadle.
Jeremy Beadle's Saw.
Oh, he's been dead a long time.
Oh,
Lots of people won't get that reference. Who he is.
he's not about.
Jamie Beadle was the original Anton Deck.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're like, oh, one of them's bigger than the other, aren't
That's right.
they? Oh, yes, a Jeremy Beadle hand joke, of course.
Of course, it wouldn't
The
be
obligatory.
complete without it.
Jezza Beadle hand joke.
So we're about wrapping this up, you know.
Yes, it's been so daft as well.
It's just- I
we
think
just
this
talked
is-
about films for a bit.
I know, yeah.
Hey, and why not?
Why not, indeed? So next time we'll probably be rejoined by brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who actually really
He is actually
rather nice. He
really
is
rather-
actually sorry,
rather
I get
good.
this wrong every time. Do you have any suggestions for the show name?
Oh goodness, that's something that usually the brilliant, fantastic Morgan Fantastic, who is actually really rather good, does.
Right. Okay, I've got two suggestions. Then you
Yeah.
can choose from that. We've got Jiff basically, or Jeff basically.
Right.
Are Carrier Pigeon and Donkey Post.
I quite like Jiff basically.
Jiff basically, okay.
What was that?
We're talking about Jeff Bezos.
Ah, yes.
So Jiff.
See,
Jiff
I don't even
basically.
remember this show, let alone the last one. But yes,
we-
this was a bit of a callback show.
It was a bit of a callback to the last one.
Yes.
Coming up next, we're gonna look forward to the next show. On the next show, we're gonna be dead.
Hooray!
Hooray! Dead shows.
It'll be the Dead Show, everyone.
Welcome to the Dead Show.
Yeah, I'll be dead and I'll have some friends with me.
Who will be dead?
Yes.
Um,
What are they going to do?
nothing.
Nothing. Why is that?
Eternal rest. That's why. We are available on such social media platforms as Tic-Tac-Toe, Let Me Know, which is a social media platform where you play games from yesteryear in order to communicate with your fellow man. Available on
Tic-tac-toe, let me know.
Tic-Tac-Toe, Let Me Know. We are also available on
Carrier Pigeon, of course.
Carrier Pigeon, of course. Scab signals, where you fall over like you used to as a child, get a good scab on your knee, pick it off, and make what do you call them? Letters.
Frisbees.
Make frisbees with letters on it out of your scabs and throw it at your neighbour. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Also, you can get pencils and write a letter. We're actually available via the post. Send all your letters to this house, this street, this how. You can do that. Or you can do the real social medias, which is bottomcough.com. You can do... I'm struggling here. Can you make some up?
You can send any of your messages by Garbage Day.
Garbage Day.
Garbage Day.
Yeah, that's something
you
can
can
do.
send anything. You can send other messages to us, or if you need to get in touch with any questions or suggestions, you can always pass it through your digestive system.
Yeah, you can shit out a message to
You
us.
can shit the
anytime
message onto the windscreen of our moving tour bus, the Daft Hour tour bus, which is where we're recording from today. Actually,
We
isn't
are.
it?
It's bizarre, isn't it, that we are in the tour bus? Socially
Yeah.
distanced, of course.
I mean, it's pretty good that we've been able to keep the sound as shit as it usually has been for me.
Yes, no, we
Yeah.
put some real effort into this one.
Yeah, we've really tried to make it pretty bad.
Okay, so that's it.
Yep, that's it. Don't forget, next week we will be putting out our
Dead show.
Day of Rest.
Day of rest show.
Day of Rest, just rest in peace.
Yeah.
Passing
Bye.
away. Passing away show. We're going to pass away.
We are.
I love
Bye.
you.
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Boom, your impending doom explodes like a mushroom cloud in your room. Soon, you'll be ending soon. There'll be loads of fire and it's bigger than the moon, and you'll die like a hot apple pie. A massive load of fire and smoke in the sky. Explosion, not an implosion. It'll burn up the land and boil up the ocean, and the fishes will all be dead too, along with your mother and your father, and you will never be able to stop it. When the world blows up, you're really gonna pop it. So don't bother praying to your God. There's no such thing, mate. You're all on your top. The demise of humanity is all that you be seeing, so there's really no chance of a celestial being ever helping or saving you. You can pray all day, but I will say that's not the thing to do, so let's not be scared and wipe away your tears. It probably won't happen for another few billion years.
So let's all just hold hands and dance around the stars. Be nice to each other, be loving to your brother. So let's all just hold hands and dance around the stars. Be nice to each other, be loving to your brother.
Boom, your impending doom explodes like a mushroom cloud in your room. Soon, you'll be ending soon. There'll be loads of fire and it's bigger than the moon, and you'll die like a hot apple pie. A massive load of fire and smoke in the sky. Explosion, not an implosion. It'll burn up the land and boil up the ocean, and the fishes will all be dead too, along with your mother and your father, and you will never be able to stop it. When the world blows up, you're really gonna pop it, so don't bother praying to your God. There's no such thing, mate, you're all on your top. The demise of humanity is all that you be seeing, so there's really no chance of a celestial being ever helping or saving you. You can pray all day, but I will say that's not the thing to do, so let's not be scared and wipe away your tears. It probably won't happen for another few billion years.
All just hold hands and dance around the stars. Be nice to each other, be loving to your brother. So let's all just hold hands and dance around the stars. Be nice to each other, be loving to your brother.
Boom, boom, boom. Ba 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 ba.
Try again.
Boom, boom, boom.